Hi, my name is Ben. I work for the Game Haus, and today we're continuing our 2023 NFL Top 100 countdown with numbers 20 through 11, so only one more after this. Number 20 is Pat Surtain. He was an effective shutdown corner, doesn't allow receivers much room, and he had 10 passes defended and 2 interceptions last season, but you got to look beyond the box score to really see how much of an impact he makes. Number 19 is maybe the best corner in the league, Jalen Ramsey. Made his move from LA to Miami this season. Teams don't throw his direction very much anymore, so his stats aren't very gaudy, but that's a compliment in and of itself. They don't want to take the risk throwing at Ramsey. Made the Pro Bowl last year, had 4 picks, and he still has some years left in his prime, so let's see what he does as a Dolphin. Number 18 is Christian McCaffrey, who made the move from the Panthers to the 49ers last year, the reigning comeback player of the year, runner-up, totaled almost 2,000 yards at 1,880 yards and 13 touchdowns, an amazing accomplishment, one of the best running backs in the league, fighting for his other running backs to get paid even though he is. Number 17 is Fred Warner, not quite a household name yet, but he grabbed 120 tackles in 17 games last season, also grabbed an interception and forced fumbles. His sack numbers aren't standout, but he is one of the most sure-handed tacklers in the entire game, an absolute game wrecker if people don't block him up properly, a big part of that great Niners defense. Number 16 is Sauce Gardner, the reigning Defensive Rookie of the Year, finished 8th in Defensive Player of the Year voting, made first team All-Pro, made the Pro Bowl in his very first season in the league. He led the league in pass defenses with 20 and wrapped up 75 tackles. This is an exciting player to watch. All we can do is hope his career keeps skyrocketing from here. Number 15, Jalen Hurts, the losing quarterback in the Super Bowl last year. He wasn't the MVP, but he probably should have been if he didn't miss 2 games due to injury last year. Had a career-high 3,701 yards, 22 touchdowns, and added 13 more touchdowns on the ground. He was a Pro Bowler, a second-team All-Pro, and finished as a finalist for the Offensive Player of the Year. Not a lot to say about Hurts other than we'll see if he can duplicate it this year because the Eagles sit in a very weak NFC. TJ Watt is number 14. He was Defensive Player of the Year in 2021 but didn't win it in 2022. He performed at a high level, had 5.5 sacks, 2 interceptions, and he was a Pro Bowl. It wasn't his best year, but expectations are still high. Number 13 is Chris Jones. Stays running up accolades in 2022. In the past 5 seasons, he's made 4 Pro Bowls, 4 All-Pro selections, finished 3rd in Defensive Player of the Year voting, and won 2 Super Bowls. He had 15.5 sacks last year. He's sort of getting up there in iconic defensive tackle status. Number 12, Nick Bosa won his first Defensive Player of the Year last season, finished 6th in MVP voting, and made the Pro Bowl and the first team All-Pro. Led the league easily in sacks with 18.5, forced 2 fumbles while he was at it. Nick Bosa can be a game wrecker on the edge. And then finally, number 11 is Josh Allen. Bills started the 2022 season absolutely on fire, but then Allen hurt his arm. Still finished with a solid season though. Almost 4,300 yards, 35 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, which is a bit higher than he wanted to be. But let's hope he's healthy this season because the Bills need to go on a run in the AFC to keep that window open. So that's the second to last entry in our NFL Top 100. Go ahead and look back on our YouTube page for the rest of these and stay tuned for the top 10. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.